Like most of you, I have been increasingly feeling more and more overwhelmed by life, whether it's COVID, the restrictions, the church, politics, family, you name it, the pressures continue to mount for all of us. And I was expressing my displeasure to God on Saturday morning in my prayers that I was getting tired of all this, and it was indeed overwhelming. It was literally seconds afterwards that I received a text from my son who informed me that he was on the way to the hospital with his 3-year-old daughter. She had spiked a temperature in the morning and gone into a seizure and had not come out. In that instance, I felt a lot like Job as he was confronted by God out of the whirlwind at the end of the book of Job. It was almost like, you think your life is overwhelming now, just wait a minute and you will see. Now, I don't really believe that God threw that curve at our family just to prove a point. But I understand Job a whole lot better these days. Fortunately, Karina will be okay. She was diagnosed with COVID as her mother had been earlier that week. They are in quarantine and may see them by Christmas. What was truly amazing about Saturday was that shortly after I received the news, and feeling that feeling of absolute frustration because, given all the protocols, there was nothing I could do. There was no way I could respond in the ways that I normally would. I shot off a message on Facebook to let people know what was going on. And within hours, I found myself and my family surrounded by hundreds of people who were praying and worrying. One of my favorite passages has long been the passage from Hebrew where it says, "Since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, we do not lose heart." And I can tell you that on Saturday, it was you that kept me going and that sustained our family in this time of crisis. Not only in your prayers, but in your greetings of thanksgiving when things turned the way they did. I have always known that where two or three are gathered, God is in the midst of that. But on Saturday, it became real, really real. And I realized not only in that particular instant, but in everything that we are dealing with today, we are not alone. That we are indeed surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses that continues to care and pray and support us. Despite all of the divisiveness and all of the attempts to break this humanity apart these days, there is something stronger at work. God is in the midst, and we shall not be shaken. It is overwhelming, and we are growing oh so weary, but we are not alone. And for that I give thanks, particularly in this week. The song I wish to share is a beautiful chant from the Taizé monastery in France. It is in Latin, but the English words are important for us to understand. Where charity and love abide, God is dwelling there. God is dwelling there. I saw it, and I continue to live into that mysterious reality of the presence of God in the love and charity of all of you. Thank you. Ubi caritas et amor, ubi caritas Deus ibi est, ubi caritas et amor, ubi caritas Deus ibi